Where am I? Oh, right. Hell. Let me get cleaned up, and then I'll fill you in.
Video hell!
So like I said before, I'm in hell, and it's just like home, it's just a little warmer. We also have the Satanic Shopping Network, but you can only buy so many pentagram necklaces before you run out of things to do with them. Now, without further ado, let's just get to the review. Alright, so first up today, our movie is going to be Snowbeast, starring Svenson and Yvette Ah, you get it, she's French. Oh, Jesus. Alright, so the movie starts out with two skiers skiing down a slope. It's great scenery, probably Colorado, which is where the best skiing is supposed to occur, or at least so I'm told. But as usual, there is a negative Nancy in every group.
Come on, let's go. Hey, Jennifer, let's go back. But why? It's gorgeous.
So Yellow Jacket wants to keep going, but Nancy has a bad feeling, which is probably a good thing, but they just decide to keep going.
Hey, Jennifer, look at these.
So Negative Nancy finds these Bigfoot tracks in the snow, and of course Yellow Jacket doesn't believe her, and so she just thinks that somebody bought fake shoes to make prints in the snow. So Nancy straight up pieces out after she hears the wind, or a roar, or whatever that was, and leaves Yellow Jacket to fend for herself against whatever unseen force there may be. I mean, she really hightails it out of there. Like, you're on your own, bitch! And so as soon as she leaves, there is the beast come out for that off-screen kill. So we cut to some skiers and we are introduced to Carrie Rill and the Rill Lodge, where they're about to hold their annual winter carnival. At the winter carnival, they're going to have multiple different types of events, be it sledding and snowmobiling, doing games, things like that, just to kind of get people in the mood for the winter carnival. Wait, hold up, what? Can I say that one more time? Did that just say what I think it said? A day and night week's orgy of fun and games. Is this the winter carnival, or should we just call this Caligula Fest? So they take a trip out to see Negative Nancy, who has undoubtedly been found and told her story to other people, but nobody seems to believe her, so, you know, they just get her on a snowmobile and send her back. So they decide to split up and start searching for Yellow Jacket. They ski for a long time until Homeboy finds the girl's bloody jacket and then picks it up to investigate. So he sees the giant Muppet in the background and realizes that the girl was telling the truth the whole time.
Can we have your autograph, Mr. Seabird? You gave my father one at the '68 Winter Olympics, but then when you won that gold medal, he sold it.
He did? What did he get for it?
Don't tell him. Let him keep his illusion.
Bitch.
Thank you.
Well, it's nice to feel wanted somewhere.
I sense something is not right here.
This wasn't an animal. And it wasn't human either.
This was no skiing accident. It wasn't a propeller, and it definitely wasn't Jack the Ripper.
If they'd have seen it, they'd have told me.
They thought Heidi was imagining things. They couldn't possibly think that of you. One word from you, it'd be all over town in a minute. Oh, it's a fine time to have a panic just before our winter carnival.
You yell Grizzly. Everybody goes, huh? What? You yell Yeti. And we got a panic on our hands on the winter carnival.
I'm not worried about Heidi. I certainly don't have to worry about you, Tony. Do I?
Still running. Let's get
Did Grandma just threaten him?
I've forgotten how beautiful you are.
Uh-oh. I sense some tension here.
May I ask why?
Because I don't want anybody up there.
So the underling disobeys the order and decides to go skiing for himself to see if he can find anything. And ski he does. Because, well, that's what you do when you're on a mountain. So this guy keeps on skiing until he bites it, falls off, and then rolls off the side of what I guess is a little ravine. And of course he's holding on by that one root that's just hanging out of the side, that's supporting his entire weight. But, as you may have guessed it, being alone on a mountain with a giant monster can only end badly. So he palms this guy's head like a basketball and puts him out of his misery. What was up with that fade to red, though? Was that, you're trying to be different? Because I just don't like that. So back at a family farm, little boy walks into a barn and then comes back out, obviously seeing something that he can't unsee. So Daddy goes in to investigate. And of course it's a bloodied, presumably severed arm. But I feel like I've seen that somewhere before. Right.
Hey, Tony! Sheriff, I want to talk to you. Sure.
Alright, just give me 5 minutes. It's gonna take me a while to park this thing. So Michael, I'm just gonna call him Michael, and Gar head up to find the sheriff to tell them about what they've seen. But the sheriff gets an emergency call to go to the farm to check out that possible homicide, and so the conversation is gonna have to wait.
What did you think would
I
happen?
knew it! I knew there was something between them. And you, Yvette Frenchman, are a terrible person.
Fantasies about me? Good or bad?
A bad fantasy? What the hell is a bad fantasy? I dreamt I stabbed you in the neck and bathed in your blood.
You know, marriage can survive a lot of things. But it can't survive lack of respect.
And isn't it ironic? Don't you think? It's like rain.
I need a nap.
Wait a minute. You know what you need? You need to have someone say he loves you.
Darling, I
Now.
can't get enough of your love, babe. But instead of taking a nap like she said she is, she decides to go skiing. And skiing. And skiing. But the sheriff arrives at the farm, sees the carnage, and realizes that something bad is afoot. And then he fades to red.